Hello guys, I'm Andrei, a certified translator and a real estate concierge. It's a lovely spring morning, birds are singing, and today we're talking about posting things from Belarus, especially big things. With all the geopolitics turning the wrong way, all the major carriers ran away. So down below we'll specify which ones are still operating and how I sent the paintings to the US. There is a cool gentleman living in Maryland. He is fond of our art, so he approached me with this rather interesting task to spot several paintings in the local art shops there in the center. That was handy, and to post them to the US. So I thought, well, it's an easy thing. If you're not sending something antique, the Ministry of Culture just produces a paper based on the photograph of the painting and its dimensions. It's a little paper specifying what's going away from the country and specifying it has no need for any special permit to release the cultural value from the country. So that's an important thing for the customs. Once the cultural ministry was tackled, it was just about packing the stuff and sending it off. Of course, everything seemed straightforward, just like sending a Christmas card, except the carrier I approached, the EMS, that's the state carrier over here, which will have some tough times once the FedEx and UPS and other guys come back. FedEx was never here, but UPS and DHL. As far as I remember, DHL is partially here, but again, I don't know any specific information about them handling big stuff. So whatever carriers do, whatever things, I'll put this information in the comments. And if you have had an experience of sending something from the US to Belarus or from Belarus to the US, please share your experience in the comments. It's going to be helpful to all the other people who are fond of arts on top of other things. So upon seeing different boxes, and the largest painting was 100 by 110, which was quite a bit of a painting, I decided to make them myself, made a double box, 2 paintings from both sides sharing a lid, and it was overweight. The 30 kilo something painting just killed the guy's scales, and they said no, it's not going anywhere when they eventually showed up at the place. So I had to redo the boxes and then send the small one and the big one in turns. Roughly, as I recall, 65 by 75 painting was about 15 kilos with the box, and it had to go for some 600 rubles, roughly 200 bucks that is. And of course, one of the important points is that the whole packing is to be done in front of the courier, so that, I guess, to make sure there's nothing else on top of the piece of art in there. So they were duly packed, weighed up, and apart from screwing in the lid on the spot, there's nothing else you have to deal with, actually. On top of this, I would like to add that the EMS guys have a fairly unpractical courier system. The couriers are state employees. They're not Yandex guys who are fighting for a rating or something. So the guys just give you a frame, 14 to 18 o'clock. And a couple of days ago, I called the dispatch, the office, at 17:30, asking where the hell are my couriers. And they said, sorry, they're not coming today. So there was 3 hours of sitting on my behind and waiting for the thing to happen. Never did. But we fixed everything next day, because that was the day when I was sending the small painting. And you know, I'm here to do diplomatic talk and everything. When it comes to a little trouble, I took the small painting to the central post office and took care of it. So after I took care of it and talked to the micro boss that was still on the shift, they called me back and said, yeah, we're sorry, that the next day we'll get you the couriers and everything will get done. So guys, the sun is shining, the birds are singing. Please share your experience about posting anything from Belarus or to Belarus, because apparently it's a big deal. In the course of my carpentry efforts, as I was playing with the boxes out there, another courier got in touch with me. I'll check what they would charge for this, and we'll put all these links down below. Thank you for following. If you have 5 or 10 bucks to donate the channel, the links are over here. You can also subscribe to Patreon on monthly basis. And thank you very much. Cheers from Minsk. Travel wisely, shop wisely. I'll see you here at some point someday. Cheers.